Hey everyone, it's Tammy from lamascreationsdiy. On this channel we do all sorts of crafts, from wood, thrift flips, trash to treasure, clay pot crafts, and more. Today I am participating in the What Would You Make challenge, hosted by Zaina from OK at Home, Connie from Connie Creative Creations, and Lovely Moments Creating. Let's start crafting. So I'm starting off with this home sign that I created for Canada Day last year. And what I'm going to do is take out all the staples that are holding it together. And I'm just using a knife. Yes, not very safe, but it worked. And then using my pliers, I'm going to pull them all out and then break them in parts into their individual pieces. Now, using my craft knife, I'm going to score the outer layer, the canvas, on the other side of the staples, removing all of the canvases from all four, leaving me a frame. Now these frames were kind of rough in a lot of areas, so I took my little hand sander and I sanded all the edges everywhere in between on all four of these frames. Taking these garden sticks, did you see that one? It was really warped. But taking these garden sticks that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, I'm going to lay it on the back of the frame, mark off where I need to cut, and then I'm going to lay out how many I need. And I need 9 per frame. Now, taking my snips, I'm going to snip them all down. And I snip down all of them all at the same time. Taking my burnt umber acrylic paint, I'm going to paint it on with a paintbrush. And then I'm going to take a cloth and rub it off, making it look like a stain. And I do this to all 4 frames as well. I have this home decor, I think it's called sheepskin chalk paint, and it was just a little bit at the bottom and it gets really chunky. So I added in some water, put the cap back on, and shook the bejeebies out of it. Which then gave me almost like a stain, where it ended up looking like I was whitewashing the boards. So I painted all of my sticks with this, just on the front. I didn't do the back. And then I let them all dry. The hosts and the co-hosts channel links will be in the description box down below, along with the playlist. I hope you go and check everyone out and see what everyone has made with wood. So fun making projects with wood. Now, for some reason, I lost the part where I showed you how I put them all together, but I glued them all with some Eileen's tacky glue and some hot glue all along. And right here, I'm showing you for the sticks on the back to stick it on the sides of the frame. I figured that out on the last frame, because if you stick it in the middle, if your sticks aren't even or close together enough, it shows through. I printed these off of my computer, the words I created on my own and the pictures I found online. I just searched up Easter coloring pages and found those. Now, cutting out the Happy Easter, I place it on my boards of the frame, put some carbon paper underneath, and trace my lettering onto the boards. This will transfer it onto there. This is an easy way of transferring your images or words if you don't have any kind of cutter. Now I cut out the bunny as close as I could, and what I'm doing with him is I'm just going to trace his image onto another one. And I do the same thing with the egg. I just outline the egg. Taking that same burnt umber paint, I'm going to paint in the bunny this color. I give it 2 or 3 coats, and I also paint in the egg with this color as well. We're going to be using this color throughout. And this is kind of like 4 projects in one. And I just take my time. For this third canvas, I'm going to take some painter's tape, and I'm going to, about a 1/2 inch from the frame, I'm going to tape off around the edge, and then taking some more, I'm going down about a 1/4 inch, and I'm going to tape off the middle. And then we're going to paint the frame, the outer frame that's showing, with the same burnt umber paint. And I give this 2 or 3 coats as well. Time to remove the tape. This is always the fun part. I had a few bleed through, so I just went back in with my different colors of paints and touched it all up. Now I've had this ribbon in my stash for a while. It's a Easter ribbon. It's almost like a paper feel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape it into like an awareness ribbon. Bring it up into the middle. Cut it off. Make sure it's a big enough bow for what I want. I'm going to scrunch it into the middle. Taking a piece of jute twine, wrap it around the middle. Tie it in tie it in the back. 2 knots with a little bit of hot glue in between the knots. Cut off the extras. Fix the bow. Cut my tails on an angle, and we're going to glue it right into the corner of the frame. Then for this little bunny, I have this cute little light blue ribbon. I made another awareness bow, and I'm making a tiny little bow using hot glue and another piece of ribbon to hold it in the middle. Clipping off any extra and the little tails, and he's got a cute little bow. And you can hang these individually. Here's all 4 just sitting nicely there. You can hang them individually, put some jute rope on the back for a hanger and hang them like that, which would look really, really pretty. Different places all over your house if you wish. But then you can also, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to attach all 4 together like this. They're not attached yet, mind you. And I'm going to put one hanger in between the Happy Easter and the bunny. And I'm going to hang them as a 4-piece like this. I think I'll switch the carrots, 25 cents, and the egg around, mind you, but that's how I'm going to be doing it. I would like to thank the ladies for hosting this challenge. I always enjoy joining in on the What Would You Make challenge. It's always a lot of fun. I hope you like this video, subscribe, and don't forget that little bell. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye.